My name is Rob McLaughlin. I'm a lecturer in the Department of Digital Media Technology. My love, passion, interest in games, about 30 plus years worth of history. Oh yeah, essentially we deal, the university has dealt with a lot. We have a gaming course here at university that deals with a lot of the specifics of games. My colleague that I work with in my office, we sort of Codemasters, which is kind of nice. Personally, I used to work for a computer game magazine, okay, going back 10, 12 years. Just before I started working here, I worked for a company called Trinity Mirror, and Trinity Mirror was a newspaper, a magazine publishing company, and I worked on a magazine, a weekly publication called Micromart, which was a computer magazine that bought and sold computer components, had retro pages, and my love and interest and passion in games got me a job there. So I actually worked for 4.5 years for Trinity Mirror in the centre of Birmingham, working for a weekly computer magazine. So I did reviews, I did kit specs, I did retro gaming covers and consoles. I used to design the front cover of the magazine, which is kind of nice. And I work with equally minded, equally geeky people to produce a weekly kind of newspaper quality magazine that had a distribution of about 12,000, which is kind of nice, especially when you can go to W.H. Smith's and see your work on the shelf and people are picking up bits and pieces. Yeah, it's a strange one. I mean, my gaming history, I loved games when I first was at primary school. Actually, it was a long time ago. And essentially, you find out that people started producing games at home. Going back a long time, my first consoles, my first computers were things like Spectrums and Commodores, and Acorn Electrons. And the weird thing about the UK gaming industry back in the mid-80s was the fact that a lot of people did stuff at home. There's a lot of kind of homebrew bedroom coders. So what actually happened is a lot of people who learned how to code went on to make companies. So you had people like Firebird and Elite, which were two local companies from the Midlands, but you also had people like IDOS, Codemasters, should I say, apologies, and also just kind of companies that just started off, people, 2 or 3, maybe 4 guys in a bedroom building something, and you ended up creating a hit, and you made something and you progressively got bigger and bigger and bigger. So you find out there's a lot of big companies in and around the Birmingham area and the Midlands area. You have up in Derby, you had IDOS, which produced Lara Croft. You had Rare, which produced numerous games. Biggest one I like, Donkey Kong Country, fantastic. And of course you had a lot of people like Codemasters. They did Micro Machines back in the sort of 80s and 90s, as in Leamington Spa. And it seems as one company started, a lot of other small companies propagated from that, and you found that the Midlands area became a real, and has been and still is, a huge hub for gaming, and especially for companies who use the Midlands talent for producing games in different areas and aspects of the games.